and we danced for hours. She knew that she had me, but I didn't realize I'm sleeping.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am joined by Cairo, who you've seen on my channel before. We did a shoot when I was in London last, and now we're reunited again. Today I'm going to be giving you all the tips about posing men again and just how I achieve the shots as well. Before we get into this video, first make sure to check out Cairo. I'm going to link him down in the description below. And also please subscribe to my channel and click the little bell button to not miss any of my future uploads. And let's get right into the video. Psst, you all know what's coming. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in platform that will help you make your dream website, portfolio, or an online shop become a reality. Squarespace has hundreds of beautiful templates, so you will definitely find something that suits you and your personal style. You can build a professional portfolio website in a matter of hours, and you will be able to customize it every step of the way. So it's so you that nobody can deny it's not. As we all know, social media presence is power, and with Squarespace, you'll be able to auto-post all your contents to Twitter, Facebook, or Tumblr with proper tags and descriptions. Finally, Squarespace helps you with the marketing. They help you with SEO, as well as some plugins for Instagram stories and so on, as well as share buttons, so your followers can give you some juicy shoutouts on their social media. If that sounds like something you'd like to try, make sure to go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And once you're ready to go, use my code squarespace.com/Anita to receive 10% off your first purchase.
She knew I was waiting through months in pain.
So for the first one, you just have a straight standing pose, which is pretty boring if you ask me. I'll just shoot it straight up as well. And then to change it up a bit, first standing, maybe just put one hand in your pocket. Yeah, have the thumb out, perfect. His legs are a tiny bit spread as well, which is good because it adds a bit more spice. Now, in terms of shooting levels, if you're shooting like on eye level, it's going to be okay, but it's not the best. But then if you go down, that's where the magic happens. Also, another thing is I also shoot on like a wider aperture, so between 28 and 35. If you're shooting on an iPhone, it is already a wide angle, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you're shooting on the camera, always aim to go on a lower angle. Nice. Yeah, so one hand, exactly. So having the hand either in the pocket or on the top of the jeans, or in the belt buckle, it always looks nicer. When it comes to posing hands in standing up shots, it can be a bit awkward, so I always recommend either putting the model's hands in the pockets, or maybe having one hand in the pocket and then the other one on the model's head. It creates nice angles in the body, and it just makes the shot a bit more interesting. Another thing that we can do is get you to lean back against something. It can be a bench, it can be pretty much anything that sticks out that you can lean against. Yeah, and this pose is a really good one because you don't want to just have two straight legs because it's going to look very awkward. So it's always better to have one leg closer to you. Then let's have one bent and kind of closer to yourself as well. Yes, and then one slightly extended. Perfect. And for this one, we don't want to have it super straight either. You want to have it tiny bit at an angle as well. The other one. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. And again, here's the difference in angles. If you go down,
She's always gone. I'm sleeping with a vampire.
As I mentioned before, when it comes to posing limbs, I always try and avoid straight lines because it never does much for the body. Squeezing your arms against your body will not work for you either. So it's always best to try and create angles with flaring out your elbows and your knees, and always trying to create some sort of shapes because it makes the body look a bit more interesting, and it also makes it look a bit more confident. The big thing for you and arms is to make it look like you're sticking out your chest, looking super, powerful and comfortable, because that's what's going to sell the photo. Another one of my go-to poses is leaning against the wall, but when I do that, I always make sure that we lean the upper body against the wall as I'm demonstrating here, so the chest, and not really the bum, because it just creates more dimension. It makes the shots a bit more interesting. And again, as mentioned previously, I make sure that the knees are bent and the legs are slightly bit apart. It creates a bit more dimension into the shot, and it makes the body look a bit better as well. Because we're shooting, it's midday right now, we kind of have to make sure that he's chinning up a tiny bit, because we'll get a tiny bit of panda eye otherwise, so that's not really ideal. Can we have your hands in your pockets? And just maybe have the thumb sticking out. Yeah, perfect. That's cool. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. And maybe the other hand as well, actually. Nice, yeah. Yeah, that's actually really nice as well. So if we can have your hand just, yeah, there, and perfect. Yeah, that's really cool. Because again, we kind of have that one leg towards the camera, so it just looks slightly elongated, but it looks really nice. It's not bad because we still have some sky, so it's very helpful, because even though it is in the shade, we still see the blue sky behind him, so it looks nice. For those of you who don't know, I just released 2 new preset packs, Tropical and Tulum, and today's photos were edited using the Tropical pack. I used number 2 because I thought that it was the most appropriate for this image. They each give you 6 presets, and they have 3 varieties for each preset. You have the regular one, as well as high and low contrast. Make sure to check them out. Go into my website, anitasadowska.eu, and use the code YouTube20 for 20% off. This code is only going to be available for a few days, so make sure not to miss it. When it comes to good posing, it's always very important to try and come across as confident as possible. So when it comes to sitting poses, you want to try and avoid having your arms and legs closed, looking very scared and shy almost. You want to aim for having your legs open, sticking your chest out, having your arms flared out, trying to look like you're trying to man spread and take as much space as possible.
Then one leg, so sit out a tiny bit. Even more, keep going, and just kind of like, you know, kind of like this. Yeah, and you can look at me. Yeah, and maybe one leg kind of a bit more, so it's kind of like that. So so your leg closer here. Yeah, and then open like your knee basically. Yeah. And just obviously now we have the light pretty like high up in the sky, so we get a bit of panda eye, so he has to be chinning up quite a bit. Nice. So that's the thing, I know it's pretty awkward for people to pose models when they have nothing to do with their hands, so usually it's handy to, like another way he was putting it, he had the hand in the belt buckle, because it always helps.
When it comes to sitting down poses, it's probably the only time where I shoot above my models if they are sitting on a ledge that is pretty short, because usually if I shoot from down under but they're sitting on something that is pretty low, it's just not going to look right. So I shoot from above and I try different angles as well. Again, I apply the same rules that I just told you about, you know, making sure that the arms are not straight, the legs are not straight. Usually I'm trying to keep the body slightly off balance so it's not exactly even. I think it just makes it a bit more interesting. But I also try a variety of shooting a bit more close up with a closer focal length, or going a bit further out and shooting full body, and that kind of gives me nice variety of shots as well.
Okay guys, that's it for today. I hope you liked the images. Make sure to check out Cairo. I'm going to link him down below. And if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.